I've never produced a podcast before, but let me tell you a little about myself. My name is Brandon, and in 2016, I went through an awful breakup. After a very short relationship, it was one of those breakups that never seemed to end. It was messy. It was drawn out for many, many, many months. And most of the time, it seemed I would never be able to shake the heartbreak and hopelessness and pain that seemed to consume my life. I believed it would never end. I looked around for any resource I could find to help me deal with it. I looked for podcasts, books, online articles, therapy, meditation, even online hypnosis downloads. I was so disappointed at the options I found. None of these really helped. Instead, frustrated, I ended up compiling my own list of quotes, images, and articles to get me through the days and the many months ahead. And so, as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. I have been able to move past the heartbreak, and I realize there's a real lack of options for people dealing with the deep pain of a hard breakup. So here we are. A bit about this podcast series. Firstly, I've been there. Recently. I know what it's like. I know the battle between the heart and mind. And I know that when you're going through something like this, the heart is more powerful. Heartache doesn't come from the brain. It's usually not terribly logical. In my case, my brain knew that a relationship with my ex would never work. We were incompatible and might as well have been from different planets. But the heart has its reasons, which reason knows nothing of. That's from Blaise Pascal. Because I've been there, I know what I was looking for to help me through it. So I've created this series in what I hope will be the most helpful way possible. There are morning and evening episodes labeled AM and PM. The morning episodes are meant to get you out of bed and started with your day. Mornings were always extremely difficult for me. I woke up dreading the day, knowing I would spend most of it with an aching pain in my heart, working my way through so many sights, sounds, smells, and moments that all reminded me of my ex. Why would I want to get out of bed for that? Well, the morning episodes are designed to combat those thoughts, to remind you that what you're going through isn't something new to humankind. It's a process you're moving through. Even if you don't feel like it, you are moving through it. And every day you defeat heartache a little more. The evening episodes are meant to calm your mind and help you relax at the end of your day. Even on days when I could keep myself busy at work, coming home in the evening and being alone with my thoughts was a challenge. These episodes are designed to remind you that this is not the end. You had a life before this. You will have a life after this. Years from now, you will look back and this will be an era of your life you conquered. And you'll be proud of that. But there are no rules for listening to this podcast. It's designed for you to listen to a morning and an evening episode every day, and I believe you'll achieve the best results that way, as I felt more in control of my life when I stuck to a schedule during my hardest time. But you do what works for you. I've pulled content from numerous sources for this series. I've made sure to attribute the sources both in the podcast and in the podcast notes. Check out those notes for further reading if you hear something that helps and you'd like to read or hear more, or you can find more at heartbreakpodcast.com. Finally, it's my sincere hope that you know you are not alone. As we'll talk about in the first episode, heartache is an unavoidable part of being human. And it's an indication of strength of character inside of you. I hope this podcast helps you find peace and helps you see, for maybe just a few seconds a day, there is life after heartbreak.